Hey guys, here's my Minecraft world. I'm gonna take you guys from the start to the where I am now in my world. Um, it's daytime. It's good. This world is called Not Peaceful. I've had on Peaceful maybe for 2 minutes while I was defeating the Ender Dragon. I've never done that before, but I'm gonna get the stuff around to respawn him and do it again. Um, I spawned way out here, and I ended up. Uh, I started on easy. I just made a wall around myself. About right in here is where the corner of it was. Just a little wall, dirt wall around it. And then I went out, got some seeds, made some wheat, got food, got some cows eventually, and tried to live. I don't know, it probably took me a whole 2 months of Minecraft days before I actually died. And that was from Enderman, just simple stuff, getting in his way, stuff like that, aiming at him on accident. That's how it started, and I actually ended up digging a big hole to put cows and layers of all my stuff in there, which is actually in my house. Don't worry, guys, I'll show you all this stuff in a second. I ended up putting all of that. Man, casting my screen makes my computer slow down a little bit. I end up putting all of my cows and stuff in this giant shaft. Yeah, so that's where I started. I started right above this. I just dug it out all the way down to bedrock. It had layers in here all the way down. So let's figure out where the torch is and not hit it. There it is. So I started out way down here. And then I dug. This is my first original mine. So I went 10 torches down. This is kind of the level 4, 10, the XYZ coordinate. It's about where diamonds are, but then I went down further, so I wasn't having a lot of luck. And this is kind of a protrusion of where my new mine shaft is, which I'll show you that in a second. Yep. I ended up having cows and stuff all the way through this. I had like 400 cows in this giant tube I have in here. So then I ended up making a house and actually putting a barn in. So I moved 2 cows over, killed all the rest of the cows, started from scratch. That took a long time. So this is actually the third house I've had. I had a creeper spawn in there. I don't know if it was a glitch or something, but it spawned in there and blew half it up. And then I had it on hard, so I had to make all my doors from wood to iron because when you put it on hard, zombies can break through wood doors. And you'll see I have a lot of just doors sitting around. They're not really needed per se, but I like having them. I put these two in about the same time. I flattened all this out. This was actually, in this back corner, was actually pretty much a huge river. So I end up having to go down. Most of this is solid dirt, but back here, way too much. I didn't have that much at that time, so I just had it flattened out, and you can see where the biome changes. I'm in plains right now, and then I go to like forest. Yeah, river. Yeah. So the biome changes, so the grass color changes. I end up putting in these 2 barns about the same time. This one came way later. This was actually where a giant hill was, about as tall as the barn is. Keep in mind, I didn't get any of this stuff in creative. This is me at a dedicated time. As you can tell, I've been on the game for 612 Minecraft days. So if you divide that by Minecraft days, about 20 minutes, it's a long time, long time. So here's my barn. This was 1 layer when I started, then I made it 2 layers. I would have cows, chickens, sheep, pigs, and llamas. Llamas are new. I have a bunch of wolves sitting around. Not too many, because then they'll spawn wherever and then they'll glitch and they'll be 30 blocks away. Second floor is the same setup. Cows, you know. This is really just for XP. I already have enough food for a long time. I'm on my way to getting 2 satellite bases. I already have 1 totally done, which I'll be showing you guys in a little bit. This is my 3rd house. My other one looked similar to the barn, but it was much smaller. And these were actually all oak doors before, and then when I put it on hard, I haven't changed them back yet. I don't really think I need to. I don't think they look too bad, but they actually look pretty good. I like making things look good and they actually work. So you can see I put all the dark oak fences in there. I think it's dark oak. Yeah, dark oak fences up top and put torches on them. Zombies cannot spawn in here or anything. I actually had a lightning strike get the back side of this barn, had a zombie in there for a little bit. It was only like 2 blocks, so it really wasn't big of a deal. But that kind of sucked. I kept finding zombies in there every day, so I had to figure out what the problem was. Yeah, it took me forever to get melons. I actually ended up getting melons from, briefly, a lot of this stuff I've never done before. I'm usually playing Minecraft on peaceful, but this game, I'm like, I'm not going to change it. But I had a ton of zombie villagers, and I had a bunch of gold, so I'm like, oh, so I know you can make villagers. So I made a big square with a bunch of doors, because I do research, and I made a bunch of villagers, got a cartographer, which is a map maker, and found the Woodland Mansion. It is about 30,000 blocks away. It's about a 45-minute run all the way there. Yeah, that map was no fun to look at because I was stuck in the top corner for so long. I didn't even move. I don't know where the map went actually. Makes me nervous. It's not this one. Yeah, this is just see my house up there in the top right corner. That's how small it is. Yeah, I don't know where the map went to that, but I kind of want to find it because I like to see what everything looks like now. But I went there and I killed a bunch of evokers, got a bunch of totem of undyings. I got 5 of them. I used one on accident. I was in the end city, and when I threw the ender pearl back into the portal thing to go to the end city, to go back to where the dragon is, it spawned me off a cliff, and I ended up hitting the cliff like 40 blocks away, and yeah, I ended up dying. So I used one, so I have that achievement, which is good. But I have 4 more. I don't know where else to get them, so I'm gonna try to hold on to them. Yeah. So here's all my stuff. Here's some dirt. I just have 3 chests, and then I have one of these things. Yep. My beacon room. Put that in a long time ago. But yeah. So I put all that in. Then I end up putting this wall. I put a house in. That's where my horse is. My horses is actually just the same setup. I want to get a black horse because I'm tired of having white horses. Because they're just so bland looking and they don't look so good with armor on. We have horses. I don't have that much gold, but then when I started doing my other mine, I ended up getting a lot of gold. You can see at level 70, I defeated the dragon. I ended up using just my bow mainly to, pretty powerful bow. I've been using this for a long time. Usually I just let them die, the bows die, because I just have so much XP, like 70, and I just want to get rid of it. And then my sword, this is like my 2nd sword I've used. They just take forever to break because I don't use them very often, because I'm decent with the bow. But my nether world, actually, yeah, I have my bed down here because if you try to sleep with monsters too close, it doesn't work. Oh, missed it. There we go. I have a good fishing rod. Oh yeah, this is the one. this is my good fishing rod. Yeah, mending is always a good thing to get. I need to get a mending book to combine with my elytra wings, which would be cool. I will use them very little, actually. So I'm going to go to sleep real quick, and I'm going to show you guys my mines that I have, and the steps I've done, big progresses in the game, which led me to get cool things. Alrighty, hey guys, figured you didn't want to watch me sleep, so you can hear it's daytime now. One of the things that I've never done before, and my family's never done before, is kill the wither. So in the Nether, luckily, my portal was within eyeshot of a Nether castle. So it took a long time with a fortune sword, which I ended up losing. I ended up making a map, and I was trying to circle around the perimeter, everything shown. I fell in a huge cavern, died, couldn't find it again because it was like 200 blocks away. So I ended up losing that sword. So this is my new one. This one does not have... actually it does. Looting. It does have looting on it. Yeah, but there's the castle. Sorry my render distance isn't super high. I never have it that high because it goes a lot smoother. But it's pretty big. It takes a long time to go through it and stuff. But there's blades. A bunch of blades on the back side. And I went through and made a little dirt. Put dirt in the corners. I cleared my way all the way through everything. Yeah. But I ended up getting a bunch of... I ended up getting 3 wither skulls. So I ended up making the wither. Kind of did it the cheap way to kill him, but I have no intention of doing it the not cheap way, because it was really hard. But I put him underground so he didn't fly around and kill everything. But this was before I had... Whoops. This was before I had my big wall put in. Way before. My house was just far away. But I decided to put him underwater and put him in a huge box with a wall in there so I could sit behind it. Just so when he started shooting at me I wouldn't explode. And I ended up using all my iron that I had to put a bunch of iron golems down here and kill him that way. Because that was going to be about the easiest way to do it. I don't know who to give credit that to, but online said I had 4. The online it said iron golems. They put him up in this corner and just tore him up. It took about 30 seconds. But I was sitting back here and he exploded all this. So if I was going to do it again, I would do it the exact same way. It works. Definitely worth it. I lost 1 iron golem, so I ended up getting a pumpkin or something from back. I can't remember actually. But they've just been chilling, and I don't want to get them out because I have to take them up at an angle with no water. So yeah. So I got the wither. I put in a beacon, but then I'd use all my iron to put in a bunch of rails. And I didn't have any gold or diamonds then. And I had a lot of rails. I don't know, I probably had 2 stacks of iron blocks that I put into rails. And I've only found 1 abandoned mine. So I had no other way to get rails. And so I ended up killing the wither, put in a beacon, used all my iron, which wasn't really a lot of fun. I had a lot of rails at one time. Ton of iron. I ended up, I put all my iron into rails when I dug a tunnel, because I used all the wood. I like having my houses look natural, like completely natural, but that huge wall clearly isn't natural. But I ended up digging a tunnel, and then Minecraft glitched, and I lost all the rails in it. Like I had a furnace cart behind a bunch of chests, and I had to run by a column to grab something real quick, and it collapsed on me. Yeah, Minecraft didn't work. Yep. So this goes, I think it's 1100 blocks. So yeah. Takes a while. But yeah, I dug all this, put all this water in, because at first I was just boating down, grabbing stuff, boating back. But then I did all this powered rails. This takes a lot. I didn't realize how much powered rails I needed. But I put it every 3 lights. But I think I'm going to try every 4 to save some gold, because I don't need it to go this fast. Because it's going about 12.5 blocks a second, something like that. And I don't need it to go that fast. But yeah, this is the... As you can see, I'm still in the swamp. Look to the left side. And I end up going to the taiga. I wanted to go in the snow, which would be a whole lot cooler. Because, I don't know, I just like... You can really blend stuff into the snow really well. Yep, there's some wooded hills forest. What I do is I run over the ground, scout out a place, and then I take down the coordinates from this, and then I dig a tunnel all the way there. So this took me a while. I didn't really get that much good stuff out of it because I'm at a weird height. I only got a bunch of coal and iron, but I got enough iron to put all the iron in my new one. But now I have a lot of iron, a lot of lapis, a lot of gold, a ton of diamonds. I'll show you how many diamonds I have. I've gotten so many. Sorry about that. Yeah, I have so many diamonds now. I've actually been using a silk touch pickaxe to mine them and then take it back to my house and then use my torture pickaxe when I first get there to empty all my stuff out. Just so I can save one spot in my inventory. So yeah, so here's the end, and I have all these torches 7 apart, so monsters cannot spawn in here, which is nice. See, I ran out of powered rails, and I kind of have to... This way it's fine. Going that way, I have to run up there, put it on. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Yeah, that's just a function F3 if you guys are playing on the PC. Oh yeah, I'm playing on the PC, by the way. This goes all the way up to the sky, because this goes through my wall I have around it. My walls just really keep things out, but I don't have any way to keep things from spawning, so it's kind of counterintuitive. But yeah, so I end up having a ton of jungle trees, birch, spruce. I had the most in there. I had just a ton of single spruce trees, and then I had 1 jungle tree, got all that. Bunch of oak, bunch of everything. And yeah, I wanted to make it so I have 2 worlds essentially, and I can live here if I wanted to. I was going to put a bunch of birch trees in here because birch trees grow perfect every time. You put them 5 away from each other and they never touch. They come different heights. You don't have to jump on a block to line the top one or anything. But yeah, so here's half my world. If you guys got to watch the next video, I don't make these too long or anything. Yeah, so yeah. The brown cow, signing off. Talk to you guys later.